I know you have a 4-year degree, but you also have a filmmaking degree, is that, or certificate?
Certificate, it's essentially like a trade school.
Great.
It's a trade school I went to in East LA, and I was there for about a year. And it has different, each semester has like a different level of difficulty or like more requirements. So I went for about a year, graduated with 2 certificates from there. And yeah, that's where I learned, a lot of the different stuff on kind of like how to, maybe direct a film or be an AD on a film, assistant director, all different jobs basically, how to edit and all that stuff. And then I kind of took from there and decided what I really wanted to do, which was writing and directing my own material. So.
It sounds like you had a positive experience there. But that being said, do you think someone still needs film school to make movies?
No, they don't. Well, it depends on the individual, because you need to, either way, the best way to learn how is hands-on. Just pick up a camera and start shooting stuff. There's been a lot of big name directors that have started out, I think the majority of them didn't go to film school. They just picked up a camera and started shooting and kind of taught themselves, which you can. Your best film school really is watching films, because then you learn how to put together, you can see the different shots they use for the film, and you can kind of take from that. Okay, here's different shots and stuff. So watching a lot of films, and then just pick up a camera and just start shooting stuff. But some people are, maybe better for the film school. Maybe they'll learn better. Me, essentially, I wanted to go just because I didn't really just want to walk in blind and start picking up a camera and shooting. I kind of wanted some type of instruction just to get started. So it kind of helped with learning the basics, and then from there it was relatively simple. Once you learn the basics, you just kind of build off of there. You can see their films, watching their movies, and how to put stuff together.
What did you learn about working with other people? Whether it was just where you guys were all in the editing bays together on Adobe Premiere Pro, or what, I think that's what you were using.
Right.
Collaborating, or just even just on a break talking about ideas. What was it about the working with other people that you picked up the most from about filmmaking?
Well, you see everyone else's process and how they put together a film and their style, what works and what doesn't. So you can kind of talk to them based on, okay, they'll give you advice like, hey, this works for this if you're going to do this certain way, like shoot a film this way. You get a lot of advice on different ways to not skyrocket your budget, I would say. I talking to other people, obviously, you learn from their filmmakers and directors, producers, like, hey, this is a way you can save money. You're not spending thousands of dollars. Like I've seen some people come into the business and they've never made a film, not even a short film or feature or anything. And they're like, hey, I have all this money. I want to make a feature film or whatever. I want to produce it or whatever. I just don't know what I'm doing. So those people come in, they start talking to their people and hiring people in the business that they don't really know that well. And then they start giving these huge budget breakdowns like, oh, you need all this money for this huge crew, for all these grips and gaffers and stuff for this film. You need all these people, you need all this money. And they end up making this film for all this money when really they could have made it for 1/4, where they didn't really need all those people. Which I even had for me. I've had before I made my feature, I was thinking about working with their production company, and they had like this big breakdown of this huge crew, and I told my team of people, I was like, dude, we don't need all those people. Like, I've done this on my short films with a very relatively smaller crew. It's a lot cheaper, it's a lot better with this. I think you don't need all this stuff. And then I talked to my cinematographer who's produced and stuff, and he's like, yeah, we'll do this, and it worked out fine. So I think talking to other filmmakers who are in the business, you can learn from them on, things that work for making your budget relatively small.